I was born in Missouri, a small town, Marshall, Missouri, and my mother was from New Orleans. And she had a younger brother who wanted to go into the music business, but their father didn't approve of it. And back in the 1930s, maybe, I think it would have been, he had the opportunity to go on the road with Glenn Miller. And my grandfather refused to let him go on the road. So he was really frustrated. But eventually he ended up in Nashville and became an arranger. And his name is Bill McElhaney.
Oh, yeah! Of course!
Yeah, so that's my uncle. And when I was growing up, we talked all the time. He was, I think, kind of envious the fact that I went into jazz, and he was afraid that I would be patronizing to him because he was involved in country music. And I said, no, I came from Missouri, and I had great appreciation for it. So we had a kind of mutual admiration thing going, and he told me a lot of stories about his sessions that he did. And well, he passed away a few years ago, but my sister visited the Country Music Hall of Fame, I think, recently. She said, you got to try to go there because there's a room devoted to Owen Bradley, I believe. And on the desk, I haven't seen it yet, but my sister says that on the desk there's a chart that Bill McElhaney had presented to Owen or something like that.
Yes.
That's representative of what they were doing. So anyway, that was my, there's a whole lot of memories flooding back as a result of it. And when we started this project, that really, the only reason why it had anything to do with Nashville was because our producer, Chris Giro, with Yamaha, lives here. And so for me, it was the first time working in Nashville, but I was bonding and with my uncle and thinking about it and trying to figure out what tunes should we do and whatever. And this tune, Crazy, came into my head. And I wasn't sure at that time whether my uncle had worked on the arrangement of it for Patsy Cline. And as it turned out, he didn't write that arrangement, but he wrote many of the other Patsy Cline string arrangements. And as far as I know, he may have been one of the first guys that introduced the concept of a large string section into the production of country music, and was considered one of the real guys of string arrangers. Maybe?
We worked with him many times,
Yeah?
and he idolized you. He
No way.
Yes.
He talked about me?
Yes, absolutely, many times.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're gonna make me cry
Yeah.
before you even start.
Yeah, he was a great guy. He'd been over to my house many times. I considered him somewhat of a mentor, and you were legendary in his mind. So.
Oh, man, that's so wonderful to know that.
And there's a few people in this room that have worked with him many times.
I really wondered, but of course, we're in the 21st century, and I didn't know whether there would be anybody today. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.